Days with Fight Hub TV with a hellified treat here. Look at who I got in front of my camera. Jai Opetaia, cruiserweight champion of the world, bruiser in the boxing game. Here watching Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford getting ready to test their mettle against one another. Jai, talk to us. First off, how you like in America?
Vegas, bro. Well, you know, it's been good. It's been a good couple of days.
As we see Olympic champions walking out, Lennox Lewis, Rockman.
Crazy, bro. Crazy to be here amongst the greats. So.
And it's funny, man, seeing you in that position, a reigning champion in your division right now. Looks like the new boogeyman in boxing, man. Talk to us about tonight. We just had the press conference. Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford. They're a couple of days away now from the fight. What do you think's going through the fighters' minds?
Man, you know, these guys are professionals. You know, we live this life. So I'm excited for this. You know, I believe both of these boys, they're both great fighters. They both got a lot of heart, and they'd be pumped. You know, I'm sure they've just put themselves through the trenches. You know, pain, sacrifice, and now they're willing to reap the rewards. So I'm excited for the fight.
And when I hear you say that, that kind of leads me into a question for you, because when I watch you weigh in, you remind me of guys like Benavidez. You have this look on your face of utter hatred almost. Is that because of what you put yourself through to get to the moment?
Hey, no hate at all. You know, we respect the sport, we love the sport, but we know we're here to do a job. You know, and without doing our job properly, then nothing else matters, you know what I mean? Like, we fall short and then we're just a fucking another number, you know what I mean? So we're here to work, we're here to get a job done, and when we do our job, we do it properly.
Break the fight down. What do you think happens? What's something that interests you most about the fight with Terrence and Canelo Alvarez coming up?
Man, you know, sometimes my predictions have been off, but the way I see this fight, Crawford's going to box, and he's going to box well. Canelo's going to try and hurt him to slow him down. You know, I just see Canelo's got that certain style, that Mexican strong walk forward. See Crawford, bro, he's got so much ammunition. He adapts. He back foot, front foot, southpaw, orthodox. He's always switching it up. You know what I mean? So when one thing doesn't work, he'll change it to that thing. And then when that thing doesn't, so you know, I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. But if Crawford boxes smart, I believe he wins on points.
Champ, what do you make of the weight difference? We've got a 21-pound weight difference that Crawford, a bridge for Crawford to cross. We know that he went up for one fight at 154 pounds, but largely this is a 47-pounder making a huge leap up to 68. What do you think are some of the things that he needs to watch out for, maybe early or late in the fight?
See, that's the thing that's going to play the big difference. You know what I mean? I honestly believe if they were the same natural weight, I believe Crawford's got too much ammunition, but that weight, it can make a big difference, you know, and that's why I believe Canelo knows that too. So that's why I think that he's going to try and hurt him, you know. He believes he's the bigger guy, so he's going to try and, you know what I mean, like, and Crawford knows he's got to box smart, so who knows, bro. This is the thing of boxing. It's the
You've
best.
seen the two up close, though. You've seen them up close.
Yeah.
Do you really think that there's that much of a size difference, or is the difference going to be when they start to exchange blows?
But see, their build's not that such different, but the size, like the weight, I think Canelo's more natural at that weight, you know what I mean? Crawford's sort of coming up, but Crawford, he's about it. He's about that game. He's been here for a long time. You know, he's not coming here unprepared. And I'm sure he's moved around with a lot of heavier dudes. He knows what he's doing. It's the science of the sport, you know what I mean? So
great matchup, just an all-time matchup.
Oh man, it's awesome. It's exciting. You know what I mean? And massive shout out to Turki, Alalshikh, because without him, these things wouldn't happen. Absolutely. It's crazy, you know. We got the best fighters floating around, but without him being a part of this journey, these great matchups don't happen. You know what I mean? So, shout out to him, Your Excellency, salute.
Bringing something different to the fight game for sure.
Man,
Let me
he's making things happen. You know what I
Definitely.
mean? So
Moving things along, kind of getting stuff cleared up that we wanted to see before. Let me just ask you before I let you go, champ. We've got some crossover fights happening. Mike Tyson coming back to fight against Floyd Mayweather Jr. in an exhibition matchup just announced. 59-year-old Mike Tyson, 49-year-old Floyd Mayweather Jr. Look like they're gonna be getting together late this year, early next year.
listen, that's not showbiz. That's not boxing. That's not world titles. That stuff's about putting on a show, selling tickets. There's a difference to what us fighters are doing here. You know what I mean? What Crawford and Canelo are doing here. You know what I mean? These guys are trying to prove who's the best boxer of this generation. You know, these other guys, when it comes to that, no disrespect, like I get it, go get your bag, but you can't put that in the same category. You know what I mean? They're selling fights to fight fans that want to see a name versus a name. You know what I mean? But don't forget the core of the sport. You know what I mean? We rock up, the best fight the best, and the winner leaves. You know, so
Just a different, not traditional boxing anymore. This is more of a sideshow, is what you're saying.
it's showbiz. You know, which you got to respect. You know, they want to make money, they want to get paid. You got to respect it. But here today, this is part of greatness. This evolves the sport. This sets a high standard up to where this sport can take us. You know what I mean? This other showbiz stuff and this social media stuff, it's a different ballgame.
Nearly almost guilts me to ask you then about Jake Paul and Gervonta Tank Davis, another topic in the game. 35-pounder fighting a cruiserweight almost. Jake Paul obviously could be fighting a guy like you, or hoping to fight a guy like you. He has aspirations in the division. What do you think about the Jake Paul fight, and what do you, as a champion at cruiserweight, think about Jake Paul overall? A guy that's in your division, that said that he wants to fight Zurdo Ramirez.
They're business people. They're making money. So it's a dream of mine to become the best fighter in the world. It's a dream of theirs to get the most paid fighter in the world. You understand the difference?
Yes.
There's a big difference there. I respect the sport. I love the sport. I want my last name to be a part of greatness. You know, so
There's a like-minded guy like you. A couple months ago here out in Las Vegas, I got a chance to interview David Benavidez' dad. David Benavidez, we know, is fighting Anthony Yard on the 22nd in Riyadh, on that wonderful card headed up by Devin Haney versus, what's my guy's name? The young kid from Georgia. But what's your thought on Benavidez and Yard? What's your thought on those two guys?
I think Benavidez is a good fighter. He trains hard. He works hard. He's Yard's not bad. He's got some skill, natural talent. He relies on his natural talent a bit too much. You know, it's a good fight. Trenches. You need to get in those trenches. The fight's won before you get in the ring. You know, so you hard work will always be skill, and skill doesn't work hard. You know what I mean? So
Benavidez's dad, during that conversation when he and I were talking, Benavidez's dad let me know that they're hunting for the best guys. They went out, they took out a David Morrell Jr., a guy highly touted in the fight game. He mentioned you. He said that if we can't get anything soon, maybe we'll be interested in going up to 200 pounds and getting a crack at Jai. He said your name distinctively. David Benavidez co-signed it before. What's the thought process if you two were to get together? How excited would you be to fight a guy with a like mind like you?
Hey, don't talk about it. Let's make it happen. It is what it is. What people say and what people do are two different things. You know what I mean? But and I mean that respectfully. I actually respect Benavidez, and you know, I'm not trying to talk shit or anything like that, but don't talk about it if you're not gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here, I'm ready.
So don't mention my name unless you mean it.
Hey, don't throw it around unless it's real. You know, like, we're not going anywhere. I'm ready to fight.
Excellent. Well, champ, thank you. And the fight before that we were talking about was Haney and Norman. out in Riyadh season. What do you think about Haney and Norman getting together? This is the last one for me.
To be honest, man, I haven't looked. I don't mind Haney. He's a good little boxer. I haven't watched too much of the other fellow, Norman, but should be a good fight.
For all the fight fans that want to follow you, that have watched your last fight where you broke a guy's jaw, you broke a Dorito-shaped fracture. I saw the x-rays, the 3D x-ray that they had, man. Was there something special about that shot, or is that just what guys are looking forward to when they're getting in the ring with you? That's the risk you're taking.
You adapt in the ring. You know, you adapt the styles. You know, I knew I was going to hurt that guy with a lead hook. I knew he was going to come straight onto it. We practiced it. I seen those holes. I created those holes in the fight, and that's what happens. But and we're just pumped for the next one. You know what I mean? We don't look back. We look forward. Bring on the next. Let's go.
You're Undisputed, bro.
Undisputed.
I played with you on the video game.
Yeah.
Undisputed. You're on the game, man. You're on the video game.
That's crazy.
What's that feel like? Plug up the PS5 or the Xbox or something when you like, and you go and you see yourself. It looks like you too, bro. I haven't seen you in person, but I'm looking at you in person. I'm like, wow, dead on, bro.
You must be handsome, huh? No, man. Honestly, bro. I grew up, like I say it all the time, but boxing is my life. I grew up in boxing. You know, I had my first fight at 8 years old. I know nothing else. I used to play these boxing games, and now I'm on one. You know what I mean? Like, I was just on stage with Lennox Lewis and Roy Jones Jr. Like, you understand? I've come from fucking, you know what I mean? And to be here where I am now, it is crazy. The whole journey's been crazy. Today's been crazy, but we deserve to be here. We belong here. We've earned our spot here. Bring on the next.
You heard it, folks. Hayes with Fight Hub TV with the champ, Jai Opetaia, 200-pound wrecking ball. Look out for him, guys. Appreciate your time.